Hello, hello, happy day, happy thoughtful Thursday to you all. What thoughts come up for you when you hear this popular Bruce Lee expression, knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. What comes up for you? Of course, first I think action. Action, action, action. We gotta take action. The real knowing comes from the doing, I think. What do you think? But also, this thought makes me think of so many things, and I want to share a couple with you. So, how often have you heard or said the expression, I know? Maybe you have heard it like this: I know, I know. Or like this: I know, I know, I know. Or I know, duh, I know. Or even worse, I know. Something like that. Can you just feel the difference in those different examples of intonation, the way we say something, the way we use the expression? No matter how you have heard it or whether you hear it from others or from yourself, the, there's there's so much to it. A funny thing about this expression is how often we tend to say I know when, yes, maybe conceptually we know, but we have never really actually lived or experienced or taken action on it, whatever it might be in the topic of conversation or whatever you're thinking about. It makes me think of a phrase I love to say. People often know what to do, but don't do what they know. So people aren't often taking action even though they know. We all have something we know we should be doing more of or less of. But I know it can be really hard. I know, see, I just said it. But interesting. But it can be hard to put knowledge to action, especially to build habits and create habits. So I just want to say here that there are many, many strategies to build better habits or get rid of habits, either way, that can work for you. So if you're struggling there, go ahead and reach out and let's see what we can do and how we can work together on building better habits. Also, thinking of I know and saying I know, at another level, there is a possible issue if we say I know to someone. Either they could stop sharing because we told them that we know, so why continue? So they might not even continue sharing, or saying that we might stop listening ourselves, whether we say it out loud or to the person, because it is likely that we tune out. We tune out after thinking, I know, I don't need to know that, I've already figured everything out about that. Here, we tell ourselves that whatever the other person is saying is not important, or that we already know it, and there's a lot we could talk about with that, with ego and pride, or other things, or just feeling like we're too smart or something. So, unless possibly, maybe, we're saying, I know, like as in I know, right? Or in agreement, in an agreeing intonation. I know, did you see that? Did you hear that? Etc. I love languages. Languages are fun. What do you think? Don't you think? Don't you think? So also another example with saying I know is actually something I've been trying a lot lately. I've been trying to avoid saying it. And dang, if dang, when I'm aware of it, I realize I say it a lot. An almost unfortunate amount of times, actually. An unfortunate number, I say, because I think of how many missed opportunities I might have had I gone into a conversation with more openness to learn. The funny thing about that is, in general, I feel like I'm a pretty open minded person, and yet there are many moments when this expression or others has affected my frame of mind. And think about you in the same situation. The things we say always can create the world that we're living in. So, but thinking of I know, maybe pay attention to it a little more. I think paying attention to it can make all the difference sometimes. And don't forget that hashtag we're always a work in progress, my friend. We all are. Being aware of the things that we say and how they affect us as well as those around us can make or break a conversation at times. What do you think? I kind of think so. And yet, one more, and maybe my favorite fun point around this I know conundrum, that I love to think about, might you be able to tell, is going into a conversation and thinking you are too smart or that you don't have anything to discover. There's nothing to discover in this conversation. That's just like worst case, I feel. Imagine this. I think that even an expert in any field has not lived every single life experience and from can learn. They can learn from the unique life experiences and perceptions of anyone else. If if they keep an open mind to doing so. But how often does that happen? What do you think? I'm interested. I love this conversation. What do you think? Just a little food for thought for you. And as words can, as I said, become our world. So let's pay more attention and give them a little more thought. Thank you for tuning in to this Thursday's thoughtful message. Lots of love. Your Life Lessons Guide, Lily. Have a beautiful day. Cheerio.